Good morning, guys. My name is Akbar. Welcome back to my channel, Learning for Future. Okay. So, in my last session with regards to Python full course, we have understand few basic things. Now, I am going to share the content in terms of a lab. Okay. Now, this is a Python Lab 01. Now, what is happening here in this section is you are assigning a value to this variable. You are assigning a name. For example, student 01. Okay. Student 01, you are assigning it for name, age 25, height 5.9, engineer. For a profession variable, you are assigning a value called engineer. Okay. Now this is a section where you are assigning a values to your variables. Now in this section, what is happening? You are simply printing those variables with the statement, my name is name, my age is age, or you can remove this or directly print, doesn't matter. So what we are trying to do in this section is we are just simply printing those variables. Okay. Now what we are doing here in this section is printing the data type. So what is this? It's a string, right? It's an integer, correct? It's a floating value. We know the data types by looking at input, correct? If I am giving something numbers also within a quotes, that will be considered as a string. If you are giving without string, then Python will understand what it is actually. Is it an integer? Is it a float? Is it a boolean? What it is? Okay. That's how the concept works. So it's a simple lab 1, which is assigning a values to the variables and exactly printing those variables and printing those data types. Okay. I'm going to run this here. Let's understand. So my output is student 0125, the same one, and its respective data types. So what is the data type of a height? Height is a float value. What is the data type of a name? It's a string. What is the data type of age? It's an integer. What is the data type of profession? It's again a string, right? This is what my expectation of execution of the program. Okay, let me run here. Fantastic. So my name is student 01. 25, 5.9 engineer. So this is our first section. So this is what we got an output. And next is a data type. So as I discussed with you, this is a float, this is a string, this is a integer again, this is a profession. Thus the profession is a string again. Okay. So we have not done anything here in the lab 1, those variables, and we have printed the data types. That's all. We have not done anything else extra here. Okay. I hope this is very clear for you now. Let's go to the lab 2. Now, till now, what you have done here in the lab 1, you are assigned a value to the variables directly. But here, what is happening? You are using an input function, which means you are going to give the value at a runtime. Enter your name. Earlier, what we have done? We have exactly given the student name. Now, we are going to next level. What is happening here? We are going to give the input at a runtime. Okay, so let me clear this. Name is equal to input. Enter your name. Okay. My name is okay. Print data type. Okay. So if you want, you can put this if conditions, or else you can ignore this. The condition says if length of a name is greater than 5, then it is a long name. Else it's a short name. So I hope this is clear. You are using an input function. Input function is basically used to expect the value at a runtime. Okay. Now I am going to execute this. What is your name? Student 02. Okay. So enter your name. The first section has asked me an input. After that, once you enter the name, that name got printed over here as an output. And what is happening here? The data type is expected type of a name. Yeah, it's a string. As it is student 02, the number of characters is greater than 5. That's why it has given a long name. Okay, let me rerun it again. I'll give the input as only 3 characters, stu02. Now this time it came as short name. Why? It is a not greater than 5. It is a less than 5. That's why it came as a short name. Earlier it came as a long name. I hope you are familiar with the input function now. The input function basically agenda is you have to give the value at a runtime. So let's jump on to the lab 3. So before that, we're gonna clear it. Now, text is equal to, we are having some input here. Okay, learning Python is fun. So what we are doing here, print, we are using a print function, text, which means this variable, dot upper. This is again a Python related function which is going to convert your characters into the upper characters. This statement is going to convert into upper character. This is going to, what it is going to do, it's convert everything your input for your variable into lowercase. Then text dot replace. So I am going to replace fun with exciting. Then I'll get a statement as learning Python is exciting. Then print index of a Python, text dot find. This is text dot find function learning. What is our learning? See, indexing always starts with 0. So the output should be 0. Okay. I hope you are clear with this. Let me repeat. You are assigning some value to the variable. You're converting into the uppercase. You're converting into the lowercase. You are replacing your string over here with a fun with exciting. And then you're trying to find the indexing. The indexing always starts with 0. So the learning index will be 0. Once I execute, I'll try to make it check for Python, check for ease, check for fun. Okay. Now let me run the program. So we are at same directory. So what is happening here? Learning Python is fun. All in uppercase? Yes, all in uppercase. This is what our first expectation is. All in lowercase? Yes, all in lowercase. Okay, fantastic. Now, text dot replace. What is happening here? Text dot replace. Learning Python is exciting. Okay, it's got printed over here. Now, print index of Python. Now, see index of Python. So it will check for index is like L. So L is 0. Okay. Now, if I change here Python. Okay. Now, what is the index of L? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the expectation of a Python indexing is 9. If I do the slicing, then it is a 9. So the rest of all the output remains same. Only the Python positioning is going to change because Python consider every character as an index. It starts with 0 and it says E is a 1 index, A is a 2 index, R is a 3 index, something. That's how it calculates. Okay. Now my expectation for Python is 9. Let's see it's going to give the output or not. I hope you understand. We are taking the value into the variable. We are trying to have the uppercase. We are trying to have the lowercase. We are trying to replace the string. And then we are trying to have the indexing. Now let me execute it. See, the indexing got changed. Okay, I hope you guys are clear with me. If I change for fun, what is the indexing? Let's see. So it is a 90. So each and every character is considered as a one thing. Now, if I have to really change exciting to something else, dream. Okay, learning Python is my dream. Control S and execute it. You got it? Earlier it is fun and then it is again a dream. Okay, just try to understand step by step. In the first lab, what we are doing, we are not doing any changes to the values in the variables. We are assigning a values to the variables. We are printing those variables and we are printing those data types. What is in a lab 2 we are doing? We are giving inputs at a runtime. Earlier we have given a value to the variable directly. In the second lab we are giving runtime inputs and then we are printing it, and little bit introduction with the if else condition. And then in the third lab what we are doing is we are trying to convert the text into uppercase, lowercase, and trying to do some changes with the string, and then trying to find the index. Okay, let me go to the fourth lab. Yeah, it's the same. Let me go to the fifth lab. Okay, this is gonna be really important. Okay, so till now what you have seen, a single value to the variable, correct? Single input to the variable. For example, if I need a student 2, then again I have to go for other name like that. In a class, if I have a multiple students, then in that case this is the requirement. So now the list is something which you can have a multiple values to the same variable. Now what is create a list for your favorite fruits. Add one fruit, remove one fruit. So this is some basic an example for you guys. Okay, now fruit is having three inputs. One is apple, banana, cherry. Okay, now what you're going to do, simply you're going to print those fruits. Now after that, what you're going to do, fruits means we have already three inputs here. Append means you are going to add. So list is mutable, which can be changed, which can be added. Everything is possible in list. Okay, it's not possible in tuple. I'll explain you in going forward in further sessions. So important thing over here is fruits dot append, which means you can add to your list. Now my output should be in this, the output should be only three fruits. Now when I print fruits, now I have added one thing extra, right? So it will be four fruits. Now when I'm going to try to remove one string, okay, one item, one fruit, then the output should be again back to 3. So what I am removing? Banana. So the rest of the thing, how many it will be? It's again a 3, back to 3. Okay. Now let's go ahead and execute this and see how it works. Okay. Apple, banana, cherry. So this is the first output. Apple, banana, cherry without any modification to the list. Now, after that, what I've done is I've added orange. So orange came into the picture. Yes, orange came. What is got removed? Banana. So banana is there? No. It means my remove function is working. My append function is working. So when you have a multiple values in your list, you can append, you can remove. All these things is possible only in the list concept. So list is a beautiful concept where you can assign a multiple values to the single variable, and you can append, you can remove. This is what the basic concept is. It is only possible in list. Okay, any doubts, any questions? Always welcome. So let me repeat once again. You are using this kind of a brackets. For fruits, you are giving a multiple values as an input. You are just printing over here, and then you can appending it, and again you are removing it. You're gonna print this, you're gonna remove this. That's all. Let me run this. Okay, that's all the output is. Now let me go to the lab, the other lab, lab 6. Now what is this? This is a dictionary. Dictionary, again you are having a multiple values in the same variable, but here the values are going to be like a key value format. This is a key, this is a value, this is a key, this is a value, this is a key, this is a value, this is a key, this is a value. That's all. Now Akbar, age 30, city Hyderabad, kids 2. Profession engineer, profession doctor. Why I have given here 2 times? If you are giving a same variable, the value are going to override. That's what want to see. Okay. And nowhere we are printing here. Here see print key value. Now there is a simple for loop over here. What this for loop is going to do? Key. What is a key? All these sections, what are there at your left side? These are all key and a value. And say what is the value means Akbar 30, Hyderabad 2. Now this is the key, this is the value. That's how the key value. Now the for loop will repeat. If you have a 4 sections, then it will repeat 4 times. If you have 100, it will repeat 100 times. In where it will check key values, where it has person. In the person section, it will check for items. How many items they have? Currently there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's how the dictionary concept works. It takes the data and understands the data in the format of a key value section, and it is trying to print all those things, key values. Okay. So let me gonna run it. Let's see how it's gonna work. So as per my plan, so the profession is going to override here. Okay. Say the profession last came as a doctor. If you have a same variable, it's going to override. But if you have a different variable, imagine if you make it as a 0, 1 and save it. Okay, now I'll get an output of both engineer and doctor, because now my variable is not going to, now my person is not going to override. Correct? Your key is not going to override. See, profession, engineer, profession 0, 1, doctor, because earlier when you have a multiple same key section, in that case it will override. When it override, it will give the last input only. Okay, I hope you clearly understand about the data set. Data set, again, a same concept like a list only. You have a multiple inputs of a same variable, but here the flower brackets will be a little bit different. They'll understand the data in key value format. So for loop is going to repeat if you have a n number of items in it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all this. Okay. Just simple. Just trying to understand multiple values for a same variable with just a different bracket, and here also same, but here the data is in a key value format. This will be considered as a dictionary. This will be considered as a list. List can be changed. Okay. And here also the list, here also the data dictionary can be changed, append, added. Okay. Create a set of numbers. This is another example for you to understand add and remove section here. Okay. So this is our same like our dictionary only. Just another example here. A is equal to, we have some section. What is the meaning of a union? Union means 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 is there, 3 is here, 4 is there, 4 is here, 5 is here, 5 is here, 6 is here. Then 1, 2, and then it will take 6, 7, 9. That's what the union is. And if you want to add some number, you can add it. A dot means here it is going to add. As of now, I've disabled it, and B dot means it will remove from B. Add function is used to add a value here. Remove is help you to remove here. Okay. So if you simply execute this, just to try to understand, it's very basic things. Initially only it's gonna take time, but once you understand the flow, then it won't take much time. A is equal to how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. It came all. It removed the duplicates. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So union. What is the intersection which is a common across both? 3, 4, 5, 6 here. 3, 4, 5, 6 here. What is there in A and what is there in B? That's what the intersection is. Common values across A and B. What is the difference? 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is not there in B. And when you say difference between B and A, then what is there in B and what is not there in A? That is a 9 and 7. So that's how it calculates. Is everything clear so far? Yeah. Let's go to the next section. So what is this? This is the basic simple for loop here. Print using for loop for I in a range 1 comma 11. So print I end. So this is gonna give you some space. Print with a new line. Slash n stands for new line while using count is equal to 1 while count is less than or equal to 10. So you are using here, you are going to print 1 to 11 by using for loop. You are going to print 1 to 10, 1 to 10 by using a while loop. So print all the numbers from 1 to 10 using a basic for loop. Okay. For means you're printing by using for loop. You're printing by using a while loop. Let me understand here. Let me go to execute this program. So using for loop, using for loop, what it got print 1 to 10, 1 to 10. Now what is again a for loop? So if I change this, if I change this to 5, what is going to happen here? Let's see. Here I have to make 6, then it's going to give the 1 to 5 values. Yeah, see, 1 to 5, 1 to 5. So you just need to understand this basic concept of for loop. What the for loop is going to do for I in a range. I starts with 1 till 6. Print I till 6. Not it will not execute 6. Okay, till 6. That's what you have to understand. Now, while loop, count is equal to 1. You are assigning a value to the count variable and you are taking that variable here and giving a space and giving an a count 1 increment. The for loop automatically takes the increment whenever it after 1, what is it? It no need any increment here in this logic. So it depends on each and every logic. So that's what you need to understand how the logics works, what is a for loop, what is a while loop. Okay, this is a really basic thing so that you can understand and improve your Python skills. If I give 60 here, what is happening? I have to give 61 and then I have to give 60. Then I can expect what? Yeah, see, 1 to 60. If I give 1, till 100. Okay, this is what. Now again, few basic things again. If you see some value in the variable, you are going to add this and taking into some input and you're trying to print. This is a basic simple thing. Okay, you're going to print something and your logic is gonna print 10, 20, 30, minus 10, 30 divided by 10. So let's see. Let me execute. Yeah. See here 30 minus 10, 200, 0.5. Okay. Is everything clear here so far? Okay. Let me go to list. Now here what you are going to do, you are going to print the list. Print the indexing. A list is an order, mutable collection used to store the multiple items. We have already seen about list. Now here what we are trying to understand is indexing part. What is a reverse indexing? Reverse indexing starts with -1. This is -1, this is -2, this is -3. So that's what we are trying to understand here. So print fruits 0. What it gonna give the output? Print fruits 1. What is gonna give the output? Print fruit 2. What is gonna give the output? So as per the expectations, fruits 0 means apple, fruits 1 means banana, fruits 2 means cherry. So fruits -1 means again cherry, Fruits minus 3. This is minus 2, this is minus 3. So fruits 0 is equal to orange. I'm going to update apple to orange. Again, if I want, I can fruits. Yeah, fruit is equal to kiwi I'm giving here. Orange, kiwi, mango. Now again I can print the fruits. Yeah, fruits print here. So I'm just trying to change some modification based on the indexing part, and I can also change like fruits dot append, add, remove, everything. Okay. Now we are trying to understand here indexing part, and we are trying to replace based on the indexing. Okay. See here, first came as apple, banana, and cherry. Yeah, apple, banana, and cherry, which is the same output. Now, fruit 0. What is the 0? Apple. What is the 1? Banana. Banana. What is the 2? Cherry. What is the minus 1 again? The reverse indexing starts. Cherry again, minus 3. Minus 3 means apple. If you really want to see the difference, then in that case, then you make it here 3, make it here 2, minus 1. So now why I'm giving minus 3 here, minus 2, minus 1. Okay, if I give, so this is minus 1, this is minus 2, this is minus 3. Why I'm giving minus 3 is so that it can start again from the first. So cherry, cherry, again you will not get confused. Okay, let me run this output. So what is the fruits list is having? It's having apple, banana, and cherry, correct? Apple, banana, and cherry. Now what is the next? Indexing. Apple. What is next indexing? Banana. Okay. What is next indexing? Cherry. What is the next indexing? 2. This is 0, this is 1, and this is 2. Now again the same list is repeating. Why? Because I have mentioned fruit hyphen 3. This is minus 1, this is minus 2, this is minus 3. What is minus 3? Apple. Perfect. This is minus 2, this is minus 1. That's how the indexing works. Okay. So it starts with a 0. And when you're coming in reverse, it starts with minus 1. And again, the fruits list got updated. Orange, kiwi, mango. Now it got orange, kiwi, mango. Earlier it was apple, banana. This is how you have to play around with the list in terms of indexing, in terms of updating based on indexing what. Yeah. The next more important stuff is tuple. So a tuple is an ordered immutable. So you have to really concentrate on this immutable concept. What do you mean by immutable? Immutable means it's not going to change. So whatever you have seen here in the list, okay, it's possible for you to update, to change based on indexing, based on update. Everything is possible in the list section. Yeah, you have seen, right? You have seen all these things. Now, in case of tuple, once you have given a value and that's all, you cannot update. So colors is equal to red, green, yellow. Okay, let's understand this. So you are having these multiple values to this particular variable and you are going to print colors. So at first stage, we are simply going to print. So let me uh, clear this and execute it. So it's got printed. Okay. Now colors 3. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Now let me remove this. I'm trying to just update 0, 1. Let's see it works or not. Now I want to print that colors. See what is happening? You cannot update anything in terms of tuple. Once you've given the value and that's all, you cannot change. Indexing is not possible here. See here we have updated, right? Roots indexing for list, correct? For list, indexing is possible, whereas updating is possible. Whereas in case of tuple, you cannot do anything. I hope this is clear. You can only print whatever you have in your list. You cannot change, you cannot add, you cannot remove. Nothing is possible. Whatever you have given here, and that's all. I hope now the tuple concept, tuple is also having a multiple values to the same variable. You can print it, but you cannot modify the list anything. You cannot do anything over here. That this will be considered as a tuple. And in list point of view, you can have any number of thing, and you can add, remove, you can print based on indexing, you can change based on indexing. This is considered as a list part, and this is a really basic thing, and this is your for loop to understand how it works, and while loop how it works. And this one is going to help you about your intersection, union, all those things. Now this is again a dictionary part. You are having the data in terms of key value format, multiple inputs to the same variable, and just a different kind of a bracket. Here also update is possible in list and dataset. Sorry, dictionary. In list and dictionary, it is possible to update your list, whereas in case of tuple, it's not possible. Just remember that. Okay. Now here is again a list. Okay. What you are trying to do? You are trying to append. You are trying to remove. If you really want to try something like this in tuple, you can give it a try. Colors dot append orange, and then say print colors. Let's see. See, it won't even allow. Object does not support item assignment. Yeah, this is the case. Okay. I hope you guys have a basic understanding in terms of a lab wise. So I'll be sharing all this file with you guys. So to get a more quality content, please click on like and subscribe my channel and follow my content. I have in my previous video, I've clearly shown you how to install a Python, how to configure it in Visual Studio. And then once everything is done, once you have a proper version on your machine, and then you can proceed with the labs. It's a really user friendly and basic things you should know you see nowhere you are going to write everything from scratch. You by looking at your program, but you by looking at your requirement, if you just understand what is happening with respect to Python, that is more than enough. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time and support. Please click on like and subscribe my channel. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.